What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River. Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see, the winners of 7 straight, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So the Charlotte 49ers offense has the ball first today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. All right, guys, let's talk about Charlotte. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Sharp. Throws to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hopkins. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, 49ers!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Tigers offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Give to the running back. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking down the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air, it's Chambers. Caught over the middle, it's Bell. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He leaves it with the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Abraham. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble attack. Find some room. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Charlotte. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Sets up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead and largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call Red Snoopy. Little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds a tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Chambers. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the tailback. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. And the 49ers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Might as well stick with him. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Sharp. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Trying to barrel in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Charlotte! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On the run, it's Botiford. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Looking to pass. It's Chambers. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll leave it with him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here we go. On the move, it's Reed. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Snap it to the back. Bring in the heat. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. It'll be 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And the try is no good. And guys, this will stay a 24-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got it in the middle. It's Bell. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. First down for this offense. Power football with the run. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll go to the ground. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running back searching for a hole. At midfield, he's got room. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Might as well give it to him again. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the six. Get the pick six.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Pushes for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Hands it off. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here we go. To give to the big fullback. Runs through a tackle.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
The 49ers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More